My name is Martin Ulo. I work for COFAS. COFAS is a grassroots organization here in Kisumu County. Our social mandate is to support sexual violence survivors to access post-rape care services. So these post-rape care services are, we do rescue, we have a shelter for sexual violence survivors. We support them to access trauma counseling, we do contact tracing, we also escort them to the police and to attend court sessions.
I am Millicent Bwana. I am the center mother, COFAS. Here in COFAS, we rescue sexual violence survivors. Once we rescue the survivors, we take them to hospital, to police, and to the court.
I'm right here in a village called Semekolunje in Kisumu County. And next to me is actually one of the survivors who passed through COFAS shelter. And it's a very painful story to listen to. And we just wanted to bring out some of the challenges the survivors of sexual violence are actually grappling with. So, majority of the survivors that we get in our center are actually teenagers. Though as a shelter, we support both adolescent girls and young women, but majority of sexual violence survivors are actually adolescent girls.
Kwa majina ilikuwa tarehe 28.
My name is, it was on 28th August 2021 at 5 a.m. in the morning as I was heading to school and met two people along the way. They covered their faces and I was unable to recognize them. They dragged me to the bush and defiled me.
Walifunga macho, sikuweza kuwaona sura. Wakanishika, wakanivuta kwenye kichaka. Wakani define.
Kwa majina naitwa Ruth Atieno Otieno. Wakati nimeambiwa
My name is Ruth Atieno Otieno. I was informed the incident by her teachers. She explained to the teacher what had happened to her, and the teachers called me to school without revealing the information. Upon arriving in school, I found they had already gone to the hospital and I followed them. I found the doctors attending to her. They did all the tests. After that, we went to the police station and they gave us an OB number to arrest the perpetrator. He was arrested and later taken to the police station.
Kwenda polisi wakatupea OB number, tukarudi naye. Tushike naye huyo kijana. Huyo kijana tulishika, akapelekwa polisi.
A good example is Mary, not her real name. Mary comes from those sides of Nia. Mary was taken in by a pastor, servant of God, and the servant of God in quotes. And this so-called servant of God started abusing this girl, and he abused the girl until he impregnated her. She gave birth. By the moment this issue was coming to us, the child was 2 years old. And now we had the pastor arraigned in court.
My name, I'm in Form 1. Kuna pastor.
There is a pastor who deceived me. He promised to pay my school fee and later impregnated me. After that, he abandoned me. He later came back and told me to be his wife. I told him to let me complete my education first before the marriage.
Nikamwambia ngoje kwanza nimalize shule ndio anioe.
My name is I'm 14 years old. I did my class 8 in 2021. I got 311 marks. I went to visit my auntie in 2020 at Kisumu. I joined at standard 7, and then at 2021 I was defiled by her husband.
I am 15 years.
My name is, I am 15 years old. I have completed class 8 and soon joining Form 1. In 2020, I was living with my cousin in Manyata. At night, he used to crawl from his bed and come to the mat where we were sleeping and defile me. He used to come frequently to have sex with me. After that, there was a group of people who used to follow me. I had no peace. They continued doing that until there is a day I was going for checkup. They kidnapped and tied my nose and dragged me to the car. When I regained my consciousness, I found myself in a strange place.
Tulikuwa na uoga kwa hii nyumba yetu sisi wote na kama wazazi.
We were living in fear as parents because we knew if our daughter continued with her stay here, they would harm her. We were given Kofa's contact details so that we could go there and get help. When we went there, we were helped. I'm grateful to Kofas and Agape because they gave us much support. I'm grateful for everything they did to us as our daughter is doing well.
Nashukuru sana kwa haya yote walitufanyia. Juu sahii mtoto ako mzima, hana problem yoyote.
After the scene, I was taken to the police station and the husband was arrested.
Baadaye
Later, he abandoned me with the child and married another woman who he planned to wed. As they were planning the wedding, my child also fell sick and I requested him to send me some money so that I can take the child to the hospital, but he declined. I told him the wedding will not take place. It was 5 a.m. in the morning. The wife woke up to do laundry, and as usual, the husband crawled to where I was sleeping, and the wife shouted, and neighbors came and we went to the police. Because I could not continue staying there, I was taken to Kofas. My name is Beatrice Awino Ongoro. I'm the matron at Kofas. Our work is to rescue abused children. This is one of their bedrooms. Here at Kofas, we rescue an average of 20 or more survivors.
As an organization that supports sexual violence survivors, we witness firsthand some of the challenges that they go through. Because once a young girl goes through sexual violence, you know, her world is shattered. Okay, they are traumatized. They suffer a lot.
Nikakuwa na hasira mingi.
I was angry and ingested poison. Later, I was taken to the hospital by some pastors. After that, he called me and asked for forgiveness, and I forgave him. So he used to come to our place and have sex with me for him to support me together with my child.
Analala na mimi kwetu, ndiye anitumie pesa ya kukula na pesa ya kununulia hata mtoto nguo.
And as an organization, we just do not merely offer them a place to stay. We ensure that they access psychosocial support. That includes trauma counseling, an alternative family care, food, and the rest.
Kuna msamaria mwema alisikia hadithi yangu.
There is a good Samaritan who listened to my story and called me and sent me some money for transport to Kisumu and took me to Kofas. At Kofas, I stayed for a period of 1 month. I was offered counseling services and I was later taken to Agape Children Ministry.
Agape Children's Ministry.
My name is Florence Atieno Atinga. I'm the mother to the girl. I'm grateful to Agape and Kofas for the support they are offering to my child. May God bless them abundantly and may they continue doing that to other people. I'm requesting them to help my grandchild. I can't do any work as I am unable to walk, just crawling. So if they support me, I'll be able to take care of my grandchild. Kofas helped me with my security and it made me gain some confidence.
I was afraid of my safety, and so I was taken to Kofas and I stayed there for some time.
I'm Yoli Awuroguta, the mother to. I'm so glad with what the Kofas has done to me. They rescued my daughter and now she's well. Now even the case is already at the court. So I know they will do their best for my kid to get justice.
My name is Quinta Akoth. I'm the elder sister to the girl. Right now, I'm the one staying with her. When this incident occurred, my sister was living in fear, and Kofas managed to take her. They cancelled her and I took her back. We are now staying together in Asembondori. I am grateful to Kofas for the support they gave me.
And we've supported over 1,000 survivors. Those are teenage girls, children, and even young women whom we've supported. But now, that's where there are challenges.
Mostly, we rescue both children and adolescent girls in primary and in secondary school. We are not in a position to support all these girls to school, as there is a challenge taking them back to their families where they have been abused.
I worked hard in my standard 8 and I'm looking forward to join Nyamira Girls. And even though the big challenge is that my parents are poor and my dream is to become a meteorologist.
The only challenge I have is how I will take her to high school, because I'm just an ECD teacher, not employed, being paid with the parents. And the challenge there is that the money is not enough to pay the school fees.
I have completed my class 8. I am a total orphan and I have no one to pay my school fee. And my dream is to continue with my studies.
And they expect Kofas as an organization now to support them, pull through all these challenges that they are going through. Chief among them being, we support their education. We offer scholarship to some of the survivors that come to our center. And Kofas is a small organization.
Currently, such cases are overwhelming in the country, so Kofas need assistance from various organizations or well-wishers to support us educate the teenagers.
So you find that you have a survivor who was probably going to a day school, and once this has happened, once a defilement has happened, you realize that the safety of this girl becomes an issue because probably the perpetrator is their neighbor. So it therefore forces the family to take this particular girl to a boarding school. And taking the survivor to a boarding school needs money. And that's why the challenge comes in.
Dream yangu ni
My dream is to become a doctor. With what happened, my parents took me to a boarding school, and the challenge I am experiencing now is school fee and learning materials.
Ya kutosha na vitabu pia sina ya kutosha.
Sasa school fees,
Now, school fee is a challenge because we are unemployed and surviving on menial jobs.
sisi tunafanya tu kazi ya jua kali.
So most of them would come to COFAS asking COFAS to support in paying their school fees or buying learning materials like books or uniform. But you see, COFAS as an organization can only do so much. So we have a lot of challenges.
My name is Johanna Atinga. I'm the father to the girl and the grandfather to the child. I'm so much grateful to COFAS and Agape for the support they have given me, and now requesting them to support my grandchild.
One of our partners, Agape Children's Ministry, actually agreed and is currently supporting that girl, Mary. Remember I said that's not her real name, in a boarding girls' school.
Huko Agape,
In Agape, I was offered counseling services and I changed my behavior. They agreed to support my education.
wakakubali kunilipia school fee, wakanipeleka shule.
And all these children need that support. And now, that's how COFAS come in.
Kwa sababu hatuwezi pata fedha.
Because we have limited funds, we need more partners who can sponsor these children to accomplish their dreams because their rights have been violated.
Haki yao imeharibiwa.
And that's why we are appealing to both individuals and organizations that can support these girls. You can take a girl from us and support her, okay? And we'll be very grateful. You can support in buying books, buying uniform, or paying school fees, okay? So even if we reintegrate them back to their families, they need that support because majority of them also come from very poor families.
Changamoto nyingine ningezungumzia.
Another challenge I would like to highlight is about bedding. Sometimes we rescue over 30 survivors, but we are lacking enough bedding. Also, we have food shortage and we are calling for well-wishers to support us with foodstuff like maize flour, meal. Like now, we have a survivor who has an infant and we have no diapers and our income is little.
Pia ni kidogo tunatumia mfuko wetu. So tungeomba mtusaidie tafadhali.
So that we can offer effective services to these sexual violence survivors, especially the adolescent girls. Because these are young people who still have their future. And if we can, regardless of the unfortunate events that have happened to them, if we support them fully, they can still enjoy their future if they are given appropriate support now. And that's why COFAS is standing in the gap. And we really appreciate some of the organizations that we work with, like Agape Children's Ministry, the Department of Children, the various police stations, and the health facility like Jaramogo Teaching and Referral Hospital. So we are indeed very grateful, but we are still looking for more partners so that our services can reach many more survivors who really need these kind of services to rebuild their lives and have hope in life like normal children.